Good evening.
Certified fresh.
Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi hayi ulazi kayiwani okwesithuzo ngithola esithombeni Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi hayi ulazi kayiwani okwesithuzo
Certified fresh.
Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi hayi ulazi kayiwani okwesithuzo ngithola esithombeni Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani Sengishulazi ulazi kayiwani
Certified fresh.
You are tuned into the hottest show in the whole of Durban, and that's the 6 o'clock afternoon drop hosted by yours truly, Mr. EAZII. Because the time above me, it does say that it is 6 o'clock, so we all know exactly what that means. Let me tell you, it is the 17th of November, a very gloomy 17th of November, I must say, here in Durban. But hey, it's all about Durban vibes, you know? All about Durban vibes, but yeah.
Certified fresh.
On our show for today, on the 6 o'clock afternoon drop, we have Mr. Casper Nyuvesi and AKA will be resolving their issues finally by putting on the gloves and pretty much boxing it out. And we have a discussion about the unemployment rate, which is constantly increasing, and a massive retrenchment in the South African Broadcast Committee. And we'll leave it off with some sports news.
Certified fresh.
World-renowned South African celebrities Mr. AKA and Mr. Casper Nyuvesi will be finally resolving their issues in the boxing ring next year in May. Here is Mr. AKA explaining how he plans to shopper Mr. Casper Nyuvesi.
Oh, is the fight still going on?
Yes, next year, May.
Next year, May. Oh, we now know the month!
Are you going to be in that ring with someone or are you going to be alone?
What kind of question is that?
Because the person you're supposed to be fighting says there's no fight.
No, he said he's good.
He said there is. He said something. I saw something on social media yesterday. Said there is.
Are you going to win?
Which one is he? Does he want to fight? Does he not want to fight? What is this guy's problem?
But will you win?
Of course I'll win.
Oh,
When I win, I will be back here with the World Heavyweight Championship.
yes!
And you will be the first person
To touch it.
No, you will be the first person who I show it to and say, see, now where's your little attitude?
What's your finishing move going to be?
The Stone Cold Stunner.
I was going to say that.
Certified fresh.
It's funny how we live in a world where we all believe that fighting does not resolve problems, but hey, I guess in the hip-hop world, it's completely different. So here is Mr. Casper Nyuvesi explaining how he plans to go about in Muri, Mr. AKA.
Slick, I won't lie, bro. Like, I'm really gonna hurt him.
Jeez, like this is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You looked at me with a serious face, bro. Like, jeez, like.
Yeah, people haven't seen this.
But let me tell you something, and this is why, I know that you say that earlier on you're saying you're not confrontational, but, I've seen a side of you, and I'll never forget this, and when you now you're saying, you're telling people to their face that, yo, I ain't fucking with you, whatever. But I've seen a side, before we even really knew each other, I've seen a side with you. I think you saw something with me on Boozum, and you literally, and I never even knew you like that. But you,
For real?
Yeah, and you literally came up to me and you confronted me.
For real.
But you had
Certified fresh.
It is reported that the South African unemployment rate has increased to 38% in the third financial quarter of the year 2020. The third financial quarter has seen some movement in the labour market in 2020. This has resulted to an increase of 30.8% of unemployment individuals in South Africa this year. The unemployment rate will continue increasing in our great nation, with companies like the South African Broadcast Committee and their decision in retrenching a huge amount of employees employed by the South African Broadcast Committee. Here is the EFF putting a stand in defending those who work for the South African Broadcast Committee.
Certified fresh.
Rural
areas and from the areas of the San and the Khoi people can never be conscionable. The marginalization of the already marginalized in our society goes against the jurisprudence of our constitution, which basically holds that all people are equal. And that we need to negate and undo the injustices.
We are here today to say public broadcasting is in our DNA, and then we're not going to allow any structure that is going to take that away from the people of South Africa. We are here today to say you are violating Section 192 of the Constitution, which guarantees public broadcasting for South Africa.
Certified fresh.
Unemployment rates will continue to be a hovering black cloud in our great nation. You as a young man or a young woman today, if you have not realized the importance of not depending on a 9-to-5 and creating your own source of income, it is important for each and every one of us to have a side hustle and creating your own source of income, because the pandemic has made us all realize that we cannot be dependent on a 9-to-5 each day.
Certified fresh.
On your sports news on the 6 o'clock afternoon drive, the Vodacom Super Rugby unlock. The Sharks claim victory against the Griekers and the score was 34-33.
Say in Kimberley.
No. Come on. Get back there. No,
they've got confidence in their man, you can see it. They know how good Kerwin Bosch is.
Strike from Kerwin Bosch, looking for direction. Flags are up. And with that, in round 6, a good comeback from the Sharks. Very disappointing for Greek, who's controlled so much. Heartbroken, they cannot believe it. A heartbreaking.
Certified fresh.
And Argentina made history this week by beating the All Blacks by 25-15.
So McKenzie takes it quickly.
Not 10.
Not back 10, so another one coming.
Back on side 20.
It's all immaterial, really. The All Blacks might get a consolation out of this. Caleb Clark. And he does. Caleb Clark gets his first try for the
Certified fresh.
And that's our show for today on the 6 o'clock afternoon drive. Do you catch us every single day at 6 o'clock on all social platforms? Please do share and like to all your followers. And the show just continues growing by you tuning in every single day. It all started off with an idea and now it's an actual show. Imagine that. So thank you for tuning in to the 6 o'clock afternoon drive, hosted by yours truly, Mr. Ease. Cheers.
Certified fresh.
Ay umfana kama ulas umfana kama lomfana umfana kama ulas umfana kama ay umfana kama ulas umfana kama lomfana umfana kama ulas umfana kama ay umfana kama ulas umfana kama lomfana umfana kama ulas umfana kama ay umfana kama ulas umfana kama lomfana umfana kama ulas umfana kama